well, the social from 6 to 7, and the program was 7 to 8. Now, on June 30th, that same day, Friday, they're gonna have an event here at the Blind School from 12 to 3, here at the Blind School, where they'll have blessings and talking about the Wyandotte Nation. As you know, the Wyandotte Nation gave this property to the Blind School. And one of the buildings down here is the second oldest building in Wyandotte County. Renner House is number 1, the old building down here is the second. They'll also have taxidermy display of animals native to the area in 1867, and also Native American refreshments. So
When
anyone,
is it?
pardon?
When is that?
June 30th, the event right here at the Blind School.
I'll read it later.
Okay, from, yeah, from 12 to 3. So everybody's welcome to attend that. Okay, thank you.
Chester, I wanna ask you a question.
Okay.
Why is it with the 2 tickets that you guys are getting, it's give him a ticket, but why you have to go with him? I mean, why, well, you might wanna take some girlfriend
No,
or something.
he's not, he's, well, the executive committee, that's what the executive committee recommended.
Make recommended, you have to go with him.
No, they didn't recommend
I don't have a date to go to that.
I just want you to have the opportunity to have him.
Okay, the next item, and we're gonna turn to Ms. Newton now. Let's see.
Before you do that, I have something from the Blind School. They having their graduation class ceremonies, the 18th of this month, at 1 o'clock. It'll be in the gymnasium, if you want to attend that.
Do we need a special,
No, you don't.
okay.
I'm writing too because I'm the secretary, so y'all bear with me.
I thought you was president.
Okay. At the executive committee meeting, we try to bring ideas, and please feel free to have any ideas to bring them up here. We open, but the next item here, Ms. Newton, we'll turn to her on the welcome wagon, what we'd like to do.
Okay. It was suggested that we're having, we're, for the new persons that are moving into the Sterling neighborhood, that we would have a packet, to share with them that would contain information on, like the resource guide has all the information in there, or more, everything, phone numbers to call and all that kind of thing. Even though I know most of them don't read this, because it has in here when you're supposed to put your trash out, when not to put the trash. And so I know that they couldn't be reading it, because otherwise they wouldn't, we wouldn't see these violations, so. But I guess what we could do is point it out to them, or share, when we give it to them, like, these are some of the things that you might wanna note, if we could do something like that. But I did contact, Paul Jones to get smoke detectors. He delivered those this evening.
All
I
right.
have the smoke detectors. The trash bags, we thought maybe we could put just a, a yellow, just a trash bag in there. Maybe that might, encourage them to keep the trash up. But we put one of those in there, and the lady should have those, I should have those Sunday, because I called, and there was a young lady for our youth department, they were selling those at our church, so she thinks that they may have some left. So I said, if you can just bring it to a Sunday, then I'll get that. And then we thought we would, I talked to Ida, and these are some of the suggestions that she had, and she asked about the carbon monoxide. How you can get those, but I think they're kind of hard to get right now. I don't think he didn't say they had those, so. If you can think of anything else, if you have any ideas of other things that we might be able to put in in a little bag, you know, a bag that we could give them. We're open for suggestions. I'm trying to get this together as soon as I can, so we won't wait a long time to give it to them. Oh, I thought also we would put some cookies in there. I was telling Randy, I said I'm a cookie person, so we could put a little package of cookies in there, you know, just something to let them know that, welcome to the neighborhood. And, the people that moved in across the street from us, well, Earl has already talked to them, about the neighborhood meetings and everything, so he knows them personally, so we'll continue to encourage them until they don't get their packet.
One of the things I've done, we discussed was the DVD struggle. See, the one that you see up here, that's the face of
Yeah.
the thing on the DVD.
Right.
I did email Jefferson Dahl and asked him yesterday to see if we could get some copies, so I'm sure we would get some. Now, these will not be for the people to keep,
Just to
to
borrow.
look at it. The other thing that we might wanna take a look at is to, the booklets, we've done 2 booklets really. And, I mean, and they may wanna take a look at that, you know, and read it at their leisure. And I think, as we stated in the executive committee, we take for granted what we've done,
Right.
what Struggle Field have done. I was reading that booklet today. We've done some amazing things, and so I don't want us ever to think that we're not doing anything. People used to ask, new people, well, what are you doing? I hear this from people who live in it. I said, well, I'm glad we're not like you, but what are we doing? And if you look back at what we've done and what we're doing now, just with those vacant lots, who knows what'll happen? Okay, so thank you, Ms. Newton, for that report. Okay, the other item, and Ms. Newton, I think, brought the cookies today and the coffee. Mr. Newton ground up the coffee, has a hammer, I understand he beats up the coffee. No, but he makes the coffee.
That's what all that noise is. That's what I'm trying to say.
But we thank her, but at the executive committee, it came up as that maybe we'd like to have some inexpensive snacks. And what we'd like to do to involve people is that, what kind of snacks would you like to see at the meeting? Inexpensive snacks. And once we decide, we'll have a person designated to be responsible for getting the snacks here. Struggle Field's gonna pay for it now, but it'll just be your responsibility. What kind of snacks would you like to see? I love the cookies today.
Cookies are fine,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm hooked on the
I'm a
cookies.
cookie person.
See, they like the cookies.
There you go.
Alternate between cookies and cake. you know,
Okay.
Cookies and cake.
Any other suggestions? Cookies and cake?
All right.
June and July.
We
I'm
did a good
doing
thing.
theater
Yes,
production,
yes.
And I'll be cooking.
Is that for me?
all kinds of roasted almonds, and I'll be glad to bring some.
No.
roasted
Y'all hear Mr. Vest? Mr. Vest is gonna bring some roasted almonds in June and July.
And you're doing a theater production?
Yes, if you're all interested, it is free. I've been doing it for 23 of the 25
You need to
years.
support that.
For part of the American Shakespeare Festival over by the Nelson Art Gallery. It is totally free. And of you that don't want to walk, if you have a handicap sticker, there's a place for the handicapped people to park on Oak Street right next to the Nelson Art Gallery. And if you really have a hard time parking, we'll even have a golf cart come and take you to your seat. You bring a blanket or a chair. At our age, you need a chair. And sitting on the blanket hurts me. And you can bring wine, cheese, hamburger, sandwich, whatever. You can't cook. And I sell roasted almonds, funnel cakes, all kinds of diet treats. If you,
What is that, what's that date?
it's the last 2 weeks of June, the first week of July. We do not work on the 4th of July.
We need to be,
But it's
Do we
pretty
have
fun
another
as
meeting
your
between now
group
and
come
then?
together. That's kind of
Uh-huh.
fun.
reminded of that.
I don't even know what show we're doing this year, but
That's
I
why
don't
we
care.
need to support
Would
it.
you let-
I'll
We
let you
have
know.
something written out
Oh, yeah.
for some, well, the roasted almonds,
I'm gonna donate those.
okay.
I buy them at the Costco's, and they're $14 for 3 pounds, and 3 pounds to feed everybody here.
Okay, all righty, so we can
I'll pay
we
the
count
total.
those for July?
It'll be, yeah, probably July.
Okay.
You know, also pecans are really good too.
This program, no, I was just saying, if we were having another meeting between now and the time you have your
Yeah,
program.
yeah, I'll tell you more
If
about
you
it.
brought something in, kind of written or something
Yeah,
before we
sure,
can,
sure.
you figure out
You
what's
would-
going on.
You guys would really enjoy it, it's really tremendous.
Or you can
I went to the
send me the
very first-
email and I can get it
I
to you.
will.
Okay, so we're saying, I'm sorry,
No, that,
go ahead, Ms. Coleman.
no, it was nothing. I like the Shakespeare Festival.
Yeah.
I went to the very first one years ago. I went a while and,
You went to the Shakespeare Festival?
oh, yes, the very first one.
I cook funnel cakes too, I think that's funnel cakes, they're too much work.
Well, if we can say then cookies or cakes, okay. Would anyone like to volunteer next month to bring the cookies or cake? Okay,
I'll bring cookies.
all right.
You can bake.
I will bring this to kind of similar to what we had today.
Okay,
She
okay.
bakes.
Cookies for June.
Did she bake?
Yes.
All right.
Guys, I have a popcorn machine too, and popcorn is so freaking cheap, it's unreal. $3 would be enough popcorn to feed everybody in this.
Okay.
Next item is at our last meeting, we commented that where we have our garden, 1137 and 1139 we do not own those lots. We've been utilizing them since 2007. As we stated last meeting, we were given the authority by this group to approach the responsible parties, which were Chris Slaughter. And on those two lots, 1137 and 1139, they've got tax on it. We have to put it in a tax sale. And so that was done. We filled out the necessary forms. And he stated that it can take up to 2 years, 6 months can take a year up to 2 years before they become available. Once they're available, he's sure that we can get those two lots for no more than $40, and maybe even less than that.
Wow.
Okay, now we already own 4 lots, so this would be 6 lots in that one block. I received the email the next day after I left stating he sent whoever the responsible party was to see if they could shorten the time so we can have access to them sooner. And I might add that the vacant lots and everything, this is all a part of the SOAR program. You're gonna keep hearing this all the time about the SOAR program.
How do you spell that?
SOAR. No person spoke at the Little Neighbors meeting last month, and Ms. Coleman was there, and will be there this month, so thank you, Ms. Coleman. But this is something initially they're trying to get rid of vacant lots, get rid of blighted houses. Ms. Newton is on it, on these blighted houses, neighborhoods, and so if you see stuff that's messed up, call. The city is really pushing, they're trying to make this SOAR program work. And none of these programs work unless you, not your neighbor, not the person living on the next block, unless you do something, they'll all fail. So, that one, we're sure we can get that. 1126 Everett, that's the house that was torn down right across the street from Tom, about 6 months ago.
Is that that one
Put that
house that
in-
was, when the mayor came out? to-
That one?
That's
Oh.
good.
It's been torn down.
Good.
We tried to get it to put, we asked that to be put in a tax sale, and they said, once they tear a house down, they have to have an assessment put against it, so the people previously owner would have to pay. And so that has not been done, so we cannot put it in tax sale, but that will be done shortly. And once we do that, we'll get it in tax sale. So we'll own, at that time, we'll own, let's see, 8 vacant lots in that one block.
Do we wanna
Wow,
own those
alright.
lots?
Yes, the question came up, do you wanna own them? At a Little Neighborhoods meeting, I think it was Little Neighborhoods meeting, whether you wanna own them or not own them. That's a good question, excellent question, because that's been a discussion. If you own them, then you're responsible as to what happened as far as cutting the grass and what has happened, the downside, and this was discussed, I think, at Little Neighbors, or at the SOAR program, the SOAR meeting. If, let's say we own 7 vacant lots and we dissolve, what's gonna happen to those vacant lots?
Tax sale.
Okay, that's the downside.
If you
Yeah.
dissolve, they just go back.
If you own them, and if it's dissolved, if you have no way if you haven't written out what's gonna happen to them, that's the problem. But the upside, which they're encouraging, is that if you don't own them, then people can come and do whatever they wanna do in your neighborhood. Or you'll get somebody to buy those vacant lots, will be doing things on there that you don't wanna be, to have.
What
done.
about, I've got a suggestion, I don't know if all the parameters or nothing, but what if we were to, I mean, obviously our goal is to clean the neighborhoods up.
Mhm.
So I've seen, especially over just the other side of Minnesota, where they're building new houses.
Mhm.
So what if we figure out how to partner with a construction company who's working in the area and have them put a house up on there, and then you sell it off, and then they get money for the house, we get money for
Yeah, see,
the
that-
lot,
that's
and
what I'm
Great.
buy 10 more lots and.
There you go.
Well, that's what we've been talking about for 5 years, ever since I've been coming to this.
No, that's what, but see, what we have to do, what we said earlier, that's great.
Yeah,
And that can only happen when we have people who say, let's go do it.
yeah.
Let's go do it. We tried it once, but we have to keep trying, as the DA said, you have to keep trying until something works.
Right.
And you have to keep it, but excellent. Like this guy was saying, this
Because
attorney.
you got that one crappy house tore down, right?
Yeah,
So then we need better houses put up and then tear the other crappy ones down.
If somebody doesn't, if we don't buy them and somebody else does buy it, they can't do anything illegal on it because they, and so if somebody goes out and buys it, builds a house on it, most likely we'd have another good neighbor, most likely.
That's right.
maybe.
Well, you know, let me tell you this, in my neighborhood there, on average, between 11 and 12, there's nothing else in there for sale, or that we can holler about, because the one right next door to me has been sold, people in there working on it, doing construction, remodeling on it now. 2 doors up from me, where there was a place that I really wanted torn down, part of the same family, I understand, bought that place, and they're remodeling on that. And that, I talked to that guy, he owns Campos Heating and Air, or something like that. And he said that